What's up? It's my growing extended beautiful family. It's so beautiful for us to be able to reconnect in a spiritual way. We always been in each other's lives, but it took different forms for it to be that way. So, I'm just in that love and blessings towards you that you're constantly giving towards me that is truly appreciated on many levels. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings. Love and light. Many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up, tell me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like that truly want to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times and need confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music that I'm using in the background is called Emotional Healing Meditation. 528 hertz, release inner conflict, bring positive transformation. And I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyoka's going from broken to bloom. It was like a couple of days ago. I put on my Facebook. It was like it was like going through different situations in our life that really has placed us in the midst of depression, having high anxiety, closing you off to where you're very anti in many ways, um constantly trying to find yourself from trying to save yourself from drowning in sorrow and pain. And a lot of times we don't realize when we are at rock bottom where everything is totally cut off, and it just allows you to feel like you have that it's like a psychological chain that you feel like I can't get out of this situation. I'm really trying to find my way towards the light at the end of the tunnel. Why do things have to be this way? Why does it have to be so heavy? Why does it feel like the more positivity I push out, the more heartbreaks and negative vibes that comes back to me. At times I used to always see that, but a lot of times we don't understand. It's like, especially if we pray, not being, a highly religious person, but I'm a type of person, I constantly pray. I'm constantly showing gratitude of attitude of gratitude for the things that's being placed in my life, as well as, shining light on and parting ways with. And a lot of times we don't understand that when we're asking, the universe or God or whatever higher power you pray to give us that strength and, patience to get through that. And we don't know that those challenging situations that break us down in so many different directions on so many different levels, those are things and situations that is going to place you on that path of being strengthened in ways that we didn't understand. That's how this is going to happen, because a lot of times when we feel like life is really it can really be hard. I'm seeing a lot of things where it feels like it's like a constant you know uh nightmare you can't wake up from. And just being able to try to find that peace of mind. And we don't and you have to really understand, it's just like that the thing that I shared on Facebook the other day, it tells you you have to be placed in a storm for you to be able to grow. You have to be able to allow yourself to grow with, even when the darkness, when you don't see where your path is taking you. You have to allow yourself to be able to go through all those things, because a lot of times when you're broke down like that, you don't realize there's nowhere else to go but up. And there's so many situations I've been placed in that I truly needed to see that for what it is. It's like when things constantly happen, or am I going to allow myself to be triggered from the things that are happening around me, or I'm allow myself to be able to grow from all the things that's been placed on me. It can either make you or break you, and it's just up to you on how you allow to see the situations that you're placed in. Phone is that kept on seed that had to be planted. You have to be able to nurture the dirt, because um help grow that plant. And we are doing that with ourselves. You're allowing yourself to, while dealing with those dark situations. It's like a lot of times that I find myself being very sad and depressed, I allow myself to do things that will, uplift my. I'm a work in progress. Is like everybody to know that like the absence, you had to allow yourself to just walk away because you had to find your work through all that. Because a lot of times, through those dark times, through those depressing moments, these are going to show you how you can deal with it, where to place your energy at, how to stay focused on this, being able to understand what. Anyways, yeah, when you're in life, you have to be able to experience all those bad situations to be able to appreciate good. It's just like when you're being in a toxic relationship and you see the time that you have put love in a person that didn't appreciate you, didn't see your worth. You allowed yourself to sacrifice your happiness to please somebody else. And then when you finally got to that point where you parted ways with that, that connection and situation, you allowed yourself to take part in that healing process, allowing yourself to heal from those old wounds. And being able to, any relationship you have been in that was, that didn't last, it taught you a lot of things. So when you got to that point where you find your soulmate, you have learned so many different things from the other mistakes of the relationships that just came into connection with your life. You allow yourself to place that upon that relationship that was truly meant for you. And a lot of times it's hard for us to be by ourselves. You want that companion, especially around now. It's just like sometimes you seeing all these damn Valentine stuff and all this, and you're like, ugh, you know what, I'm tired of seeing this, I don't want to see that. And you go through those things back and forth. But then it's just like, yeah, it might suck at this time, but you're giving yourself that chance to heal, so you don't take that old baggage from all your other toxic relationship into a one that's truly going to be, that relationship that is only going to grow, and allows you, when you endure the bad, it allows you to know when those blessings come in for the good. You tend to allow that to, you work harder at trying to maintain that relationship, because you can truly, and a lot of times we hate it. I've said it before, oh, I wish I never met this person, or if I can wind back time. Everything has happened for a reason, because those things are teaching you life lessons to apply towards your path that you can truly benefit off of. And there's a lot of times we didn't know we had to be broke down like that, because it was like, you've been with me for a while, the things that I've been through. When I first started, excuse me, y'all, when I first started my, the path of, awakening or whatever, and, starting to do videos, I was nervous, I was worrying about what people thought of me. Are they gonna, understand me? Hell, are they gonna believe me? And I had to allow myself to let that get thrown out the window. It's like, what, not everybody's going to understand your message, but just plant that seed. Eventually they'll take it, or they just don't. But there'll be people that can totally relate to the things that you're going through, because those are things that's going on through their life as well. Because a lot of times we have that type of, is anybody else going through these different situations? Are they experiencing the things that I'm experiencing? And I was just telling one of my, my love bugs, I went through all these things. Yes, I have, but a lot of times when people are showing hatred, you have to be able to constantly reflect love. When you feel neglect, those are the things you pose to hold, to be able to allow somebody to know that they matter. When you feel neglect, abandonment, allow yourself to be present, be transparent, and all those things that you can truly apply towards yourself to make you such a better version of yourself. you know because when you allow yourself to really look, and I say that a lot of times as well, when you allow yourself to really look at what has transpired in your life and where it has really taken you, and the changes that has taken place that took you to levels on top of levels on top of levels. When you allow yourself to see, even though you might not be where you want to be at yet, you're close, because took all those sacrifices and changed and cut cords where you needed to, allow yourself to forgive when it was hard to, and those things, you'll understand, what, I'm glad I went through these situations, because it made me so much stronger. I'm blossoming into something that was very beautiful, that you never would take for granted, because a lot of times we are placed in situations, whatever you're lacking, those situations are going to come to play full force in your life, so everything can balance out. You have that strength and confidence, you have the strength and faith, self-love, self-worth, allowing yourself to grow, being able to run with the punches, being able to flow with the punches or whatever. Being able to know, even though things might come at you in a negative way, don't take it personal. It's more about them, less about you. Allowing yourself to know there are certain things you really can have a lot to say on, but yet you choose to stay silent. And it gets to that point when a lot of times you have to be able to not fight a war. A lot of times because sometimes you're not going to win, especially it depends on who you're dealing with, because of if it's a narcissist, you can say what you need to say all day, and they're not going to still understand it because they know what you're talking about, they know what you're doing, but they will never admit to it. So it's just like a lot of times you'll get more interaction out of a brick wall than you will some narcissistic people. But it just allows yourself to do that. Seeing my situation, I mean, I'm just like, I'm proud of myself in many different ways, because it's like when I had that choice of really lashing out, I allowed myself to not do that anymore. You can say what you want to say about your truth, how you felt about it, but keep going about your business. You ain't got to discuss it. There's no debate. Hey, I said what I said. Cut it dry. When you allow yourself to not engage into an argument with a narcissist because they feel like, okay, I still have control over this person. I still have this power over that person. I can do this, that, and the third. I deal with people that try to put control on me, or knowing where my comings and goings, trying to, make sure I don't prosper in a financial way, all those different things. When you're allowing yourself to not to think about the things that they're doing, even though it might affect you in that way, but you're allowing yourself to know what, I'm gonna keep going. Even though these people are something, that energy keeps coming my way to try to block my growth, or trying to block the financial or material abundance that is coming in my life that they don't want me to have. Allow yourself to keep going, because what will happen for you will happen anyway, regardless of what people's opinion is about what you deserve and what you don't deserve. And allow yourself to pray for those folks, because it's like when things like that happen, and it can be very hurtful, because I felt the same way as well. Why are these things happening to me? Why is these challenges constantly take a part of my life when I'm not doing that? But you had to allow yourself to know what is being applied towards your life, that has that negative reflection. Are you going to allow yourself to say, okay, I see that's a test, let me keep going? Don't even bother with it. Keep on going, because it's just like when that you have so many blessings in your life, that's on its way into your world. That stuff like that is petty. And I have to tell myself that all the time. It's like they want to be petty Betty. I'm gonna let them be petty all day. I can be petty too. It goes on 24/7. But this ain't that time. And this ain't that time. Because I had to learn to, a lot of times no response is a response. Allowing yourself to, if they want to play the fool, allow them to play the fool. But you ain't got to be a fool right back with them. You have to be able to do that, and that shows them, what, dag, I place all this on their life, and it doesn't move them like they used to. Yeah, because if they're ready to get out certain situations, they're gonna allow yourself to do it on your own. I've had visions of seeing like it was like a metaphor of a child. You go to the store, sometimes you have those little kids, you want to be able to snatch a knot in them, because I'm like, dude, I've been like that when I see these kids, and I was like, if you don't handle that, or I seen one person, it was funny as I don't know what. It was this woman who, she was like, stop it, and you can see the kids were getting over on her. It was like somebody went on the next aisle, found a whole pack of condoms and threw it in there. It's like, look, next time you want to have intercourse and you still fertile, put that on. Don't be having no more of those. I was like, oh my God. I fell out laughing, like, they did not just do that. Yeah, they did. But it's just like that. People, if they want to get your attention, or they're trying to bring that towards themselves, so they can play victim or whatever like that. I've seen, when I had visions like that, and you walk over that so-called tantrum kid, and that's the things that you're going through. Don't allow their negativity or them victim blaming or whatever, allow that to shake you. You already see what's taking place. I connected with a lot of people that way. Hell, I was that type of person, because when I was going through my stuff, it wasn't like I was purposely trying to be a victim, but just being angry because all the things that has transpired in my life that was truly messed up on many levels. But then when I allow myself to see what took place, you know, um, it's like, when it comes to, the folks that just created all that toxic, situations, I really have truly grown for that. Every day it heals me. I'm allowing that to take part in my life, not allowing somebody's insecurities stop what I'm doing, because it's like, what I'm doing ain't stopping them. Why should I allow that to stop me? Don't allow yourself to, take it personal, even though it's personally happening to you. It's just like I have to constantly tell myself, when things like this take place, you have to understand they really do that self-hate that they're reflecting, and when people do that, there's people in your life that are very threatened by the blessings that you're catching on to, or is coming into your life, or the strength you reflect. Some people are very threatened by that because they wish that they had that. And a lot of times I remember my dad always said, when somebody pops an attitude off with you for no apparent reason, there has to be two reasons for that. Either they're threatened by you as a person, or they're threatened because they wish they can be like you. They wish they had the same, the time, that type of vibe that you got. They wish that to be with themselves, but it's like, truth be told, they do, but they're not going to allow themselves to go through the sacrifices and changes to get that way. People would be jealous of you, saying, oh, she don't deserve that, or he doesn't deserve this and this and this and that. But and they wonder why their life is messed up. It's like, because you're not allowing yourself to heal. That person is going, on that grind of healing, trying to be a better person. You had to be able to be broke down to be able to appreciate that bounce back that you have. It's like all about you. You decide if you're going to go through that door, or you're going to go through the door, or you're going to allow yourself to stare at the knob. It's up to you. Or you're allowing people to be in your life that, that is riding a fence. Either they for you for a certain amount of time, and then when you needed somebody, they get ghost. Allow them to go out the door. You ain't blocking both ways. You ain't blocking the traffic. Keep on moving. It's like, if you want to be wishy-washy, stay wishy-washy over there. When people, abandon you during your storm, and then when the sun shine, they want to come holler. No, it's like, when you see that sunshine of success, allow yourself to have that extra energy you had when I was going through my hard times. You allow yourself to keep going, because everything that's placed on your life is giving you the strength that you need to keep going. Everything is temporary, but it's all about how you tend to stay focused on it. I got to remind myself that all the time when things pop off, because I try not to be, allow myself to maintain my cool. Cause I'm quick, I'm always been that person. I will call you out on it real quick. If I see you, I'm like, look, you trying to sit up here and distract me. You need to go get some business real quick, or I see something about to happen in my life. I said, Roslynn, don't get triggered by this. Keep moving. This is just a situation that's trying to distract you, and it's trying to learn. Allow yourself to maneuver yourself around certain obstacles in your life. Don't allow that to consume, what you got going on that, you needed to grow from, and just keep it moving. You had to be able to be broken down to bloom in the way the purpose was meant to happen, but you weren't going to be able to understand your blessings until you went through those really bad storms. When you see the situations you've been placed in, and there's a lot of times you can be going through something really bad, and you really don't understand how. They're like, you need to allow yourself to heal, and you trying to find out, how the hell am I going to heal from these things that's been placed on me? You just tell me to be happy, and you dropped all this stuff on me and expect me to be happy. And it's like, you have to allow yourself to really see the positive in that situation. It's like, you can be having a bad breakup, and you're like, I gave my all, this and this and that. I really love this person, and I didn't. Because when they take things out of your life, when people abandon you, or whatever is going on in your life, and it just feels like you're by yourself. You really are not. But they had to take those things out of your life because they got so much better that's coming on its way. And I was telling a friend like that the other day, everything we lose is not a loss. It's actually a gain, especially if you already know those things. You don't know what has been going on behind the scenes for, the universe to take certain situations out of your life. You don't know what's been said behind your back for them to be, for them to take certain people out of your life. But you had to allow yourself. A lot of time we have to go, we'll be secluded. Everything will be in a wall that, it just feels like, oh, I'm tired of being alone. When you are placed on that that path for you to be by yourself. This is the things that universe needs you. Allow yourself to really look at your life. Look at what you're trying to do in your life. Look at where you're trying to go. You can't, it's like whatever they took out of your life would have been a distraction for you, or they would have kept you away from your blessings. And those are the times you really need to allow yourself to really see things that was really taking place in your life that you can benefit on all way around, that you can truly appreciate. And it's just like when you allow yourself to do that, you'll understand why things had taken place, and you'll be able to really appreciate that, the things that has happened, because from those storms that you're going through and through those, hellish situations, trust and believe you will feel the growth that is taking part on your life in many ways, that you can truly benefit on and take along your path. But I hope you were able to resonate with the content of my videos. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Crystal Stone. Much love to you, sis. And Anzo, son, she's been with me for a while, but it's so good to hear from you. If I have not replied to your comments from my videos or the posts, y'all please be patient with me. I was just like yesterday. It was truly a busy day, but it was very productive. I mean, I was drained out this world because it was like I was all over the place. Um, but it was like that I needed that time to recharge myself, and so I can be able to do what I'm doing today. I'm still tired, from all the things that I was doing, but it was just like it was very beautiful of the things that took place yesterday. But I'm gonna try to get towards your I'm gonna reply to most comments that I can today. But that was just like I had to reflect, recharge, release, and start off all over again today. So please drop me a line, um, so I can give you a post notification shout out. Um, Share, give me a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my video, as well as subscribe. Um, and share and give me a thumbs up if it would truly appreciate it. And make sure that you are having a blessed, safe weekend and being responsible at everything you do. And know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. To know that everything that I pray that everything that you're trying to place into your reality of abundance comes 100 times more than what you ask for. And it comes so much sooner than you expected it to. Um, and if you need to get in touch with me and you don't feel comfortable with dropping in here, please look me up on Facebook Messenger, and let me know, hey, I'm connected with you on YouTube and I have these type of issues that I needed help with, or I got questions about these certain things that I need help with. And everything stays confidential. It stays there. And I'll help you out as best way I can. So, give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity vibes, frequency, and words towards people you never know. Um, how far that'll take them. So I will see you on my next video. Much love. Peace. Be wild.